What is up, everybody? It's been a minute since I made a video. I mean, I feel like it's been a minute. Maybe you guys are like, oh, I didn't miss you, but I missed this interaction. It's been months since my last video, and I still get DMs and sometimes even a comment on my Instagram, and people are like, are you still active on YouTube? Like, come back to YouTube. Because I was kind of on a roll. I was releasing videos like every month, you know, and then a lot has changed since the last time I made a video. So that's why I just haven't been in that mindset to just really hustle and get these videos out there. And I apologize for that. And I am so thankful for people to still even consider me, you know, as someone that they want to see. I still get subscribers. I still get comments every single week on the old videos that I made. I still get comments on my Instagram about like, are you still doing YouTube? I think I just said that, but you know what I mean. Just the fact that people are still looking and you know, checking for me to make content is very inspiring, number one, and it's just awesome. Like the fact that people want to hear me talk, little old me, you know, it humbles me and it makes me feel good. So yeah, so a lot I didn't take notes for this video like I did with my other ones, where it would be more structured and I could like read the notes, and then you know, I knew I could edit the videos and just like cut parts out where I was looking at the notes, but this is all just coming off the top of my head. So I'm not gonna get into everything that has changed because this video will be like fucking 4 hours long. But one of the major changes is that in my the last few videos that you've seen of me, I was living alone. I was living alone in Washington Heights. It was my first apartment alone, and it was a beautiful year, a very quick year. You know, filled with privacy. If you know, I mean, if you ever went from living with family to living with roommates and friends and then living alone, there's nothing like it. I've met very few people who don't like living alone. Some people, you know, it's anxiety and they just can't deal with it, especially if there was a loss that they're dealing with or whatever. They need people around. I'm an introvert. I've learned that. I'm a true introvert. I love being alone. Or I need to be alone to recharge myself because my energy gets sucked out of me really easily. So being alone was just amazing. But if you know anything about living in New York City, you know that it is hella expensive to live alone here. Back when my mom was, you know, my age or even 18, when she was, you know, her early 20s, before I was born, it was completely normal for you to be like 18, 19 and move out of your parents' house and get an apartment. Like it was expected. Now in New York City, it's normal for you to be like 35 and still living with family because that's how expensive it is here. But the amount of money that people are getting paid is extremely low, and the price of living keeps going up. Gentrification is still very much a thing. It's like they're literally pushing white people, I should say they're pushing black and Hispanic people and minorities like out of fucking Harlem, bro. Harlem. And they're moving more up towards the Bronx, and even the Bronx is getting expensive now. They just want to push like all the people of color out and keep bringing in, you know, the type of people they're trying to bring in. So racism is still very much real in 2019, but things will change eventually for sure. I definitely have faith and I believe in that. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that little update with you guys. I no longer live alone, so I don't have the space and the energy to really make videos. I didn't make videos in my room before. I made videos in my living room. I didn't have to worry about being too loud. Right now I live with my grandparents, and you know, sometimes older people are a little bit or a lot of bit nosy, just talking and just feeling like they're probably like, oh, who is he talking to? It can get very annoying. Yeah, I just haven't been in that space. I've also just been dealing with some stress. Just the fact that I don't live alone anymore, it was kind of a disappointment. But eventually I'll get to that place again, and my next apartment will probably be even better than the one that I had before, which I thought it was a beautiful apartment. I loved it. I loved living in the Heights. I loved living around my people, all that culture, all that food. And now I'm in Astoria, and I love Astoria, Queens. I would get my own place here in a heartbeat, but it's really expensive. It's even more expensive than Washington Heights. That's that. So thank you again for just staying here and wanting me to make content, and wanting me to make videos, and just wanting to hear me out and subscribing to me. It really means a lot. Eventually, I would love to just be able to do this full time, talk to you guys and make things. I have, this isn't mine, this is from Alex and Annie, but I want to do a bracelet line one day because I'm so passionate about so many things. I would love to do like a bracelet line where however much money people pay for it, you know, 15% of that will go to a charity of their choice. Because I'm vegan. I don't think I was even vegan in my last video. Like so much has changed. Okay, I decided it's a Saturday. I have no plans today actually. no errands to run really. So I'm gonna do a video because there's no excuses at this point. It's like, Eric, you got nothing to do. People have been asking. Let's put something out there. So I wanted to make this not really a story time because I see a lot of people do story times, but I just wanted to kind of talk about how it's yeah, I don't know how to put this. You always hear about women and ladies and girls sleeping their way to the top of the entertainment industry, but it's very real for men as well. And I'm just going to talk about personal experience, but also things that I know. I'm not going to mention any names or anything like that. But, you know, what a lot of you guys may not know is that I wanted to act. And I wanted to dance, no, not dance, but I wanted to act and sing and perform since I was a little boy. You know, I work in radio now, but my earliest memories are of me in this very room, because my grandparents lived here before I was even born. And I remember we didn't have, we didn't have CDs when I was first born, or they weren't very popular. We had like cassette tapes. So I would like play the radio. I remember like J-Lo first coming out, like with If You Had My Love. And I would tell my family like, shut up, because I'm recording it on tape. And I would like play the songs on radio. Record the songs that are playing on radio just so I can play them back and listen to them later. Because I didn't really have CDs. And those are my earliest memories. And it's crazy how that manifested to me now working in radio, you know. But I'm not where I want to be in my career right now. Which is, I just got sidetracked. See, this is what happens when I'm such a like organized person that I really do need to start writing notes if I want to keep making videos. Okay, so yeah, I always wanted to work in the entertainment business, and I am now, but I'm not where I want to be. But I could have been if I would have sold out. So, first instance, you know, 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I was hit up by a man. There's a website called Backstage.com. And you can just submit yourself for auditions. You don't need an agent. You just sign up. You do have to pay a monthly fee, but it's legit. It's a real thing. I've gotten some gigs from there. And you just submit yourself to things, and, you know, pictures and videos of yourself or whatever. And casting directors for a lot of independent and student films, they'll hit you up if they like what they see. And they think that you fit for a role, and you audition, and you know how the rest goes. So there was a man from New Jersey, legitimate man. He works in the industry, and he's worked in it for a while. He's had a few independent films out. He basically wanted me to come to his house to meet him. And I was very iffy about that, because I'm like, if this is a business meeting, why am I not meeting this man in person, or at least in a coffee shop? I was very hesitant, but I did research, and eventually I found that he was legit. So I was like, you know what, let me take a chance, because I know, you know, you hear about these stories, like even Rihanna, when she first got signed, she moved from Barbados, took a chance, moved to this man's house. I think it was either in New Jersey, New York, or Connecticut, somewhere in the tri-state area. And, you know, she recorded her demo, and that's when she recorded Pon de Replay, and that's how, you know, Jay-Z heard it, to the man that he knew. But you know what I'm saying? Some people move from other countries to just live with someone to pursue their career. So I was like, you know what? I can go to I live in New York. I can go to the next state over and meet this man. And when I got to his house, he was really basically saying that I'm not really worth much because I don't have a resume of acting, and that he would be taking a chance with me, so if he's going to invest in me and put me in his movies and his projects and his films and use me with, you know, put me in these connections that he has, then he wants to be able to get something from me too. And what he was insinuating was sexual favors. And I could have very well started doing it. I could have very well been like, you know what? A lot of people do it. These rappers and these singers, and they did this shit, you know, because it happens. I work in the industry, and I know this for a fact. This isn't like a rumor. It really does happen. The Harvey Weinstein thing is very real, and it's not just women. It's not. It's really not. Maybe more women have spoken about it, and there's a lot of men that probably will never come out and talk about it, but it's very real. I, you know, obviously declined. I was very uncomfortable. I was a little shocked, and I left or whatever, and that's that. He tried again, obviously, but I wasn't gonna do it. So, you know, then we have people on reality TV that have contacted me through social media. So if you know me from Instagram, you know that I have a decent amount of followers. So I have DMs from people that are in the industry and whatnot. And a lot of times they'll hit me up, you know, trying to sleep with me and promising me this and promising me money and promising me a show and promising and I just don't want to do it. And more recently, just a month ago, there was somebody that was he wasn't even trying to be sexual with me. He was trying to just be able to control me. Like, it really felt like it was some R. Kelly type shit. Like, he was talking about how he wants someone to be his everything. Like, it was just really creepy. He started telling me that he loved me within a week of us getting on the phone. It was just very odd. I'm not gonna get into who that was. These are all people that you guys know. I say all of this to say, because I didn't get into detail with every single story because it would be really long and I don't want to relive these things, but it's been multiple situations where I could have just sold myself out, sold out and made it somewhere. I could have been in a few movies. I could have had more followers. I could have increased my following. I could have made money, but I didn't sell out, and I'm living with my grandparents right now, and it gets, I could be so low now that I'm like, I'm gonna do it, fuck it, I'm gonna hit up one of these guys and just do it. But I don't want to. It doesn't make me feel good. And I want to encourage you that if you're watching this and something like that happens to you, don't sell out, because your pride is worth a lot more than the money you would get. And that's why a lot of rich people commit suicide, because you can have all the money in the world, but everything gets old. Think about a job that you have now that you're sick of. A lot of people have jobs that they're sick of, that when they first had those jobs, like 5 years ago, they were so happy to have. It's the same thing with money. You'll have a lot of money and it's gonna feel great for that first year or two, and then eventually it's like, I have all this money, but now all my friends are just using me for the money. I don't trust anybody. Rich people are bougie and they're not trustworthy. It's not all that it's hyped up to be. The best thing you can do for your happiness is to work on your happiness, to work on your self-love. Whether you believe in God or Allah or Mother Teresa or Buddha, whatever, science, whatever you believe in, the law of attraction. I truly believe that if you put yourself first and you say, I'm not going to sell out, eventually the right opportunity is going to come, and it's going to be so rewarding because you're going to feel good about it and you're going to say, I earned this. That's what you should go for. I think a lot of times when people sell out, they don't even make it to where they really want to make it, or they're miserable and they're putting up a front like they're happy. I'm here. I lived alone, in my early 20s. And now I'm living with my grandparents in New York City, and I've had opportunities to sell out and I didn't do it. And I'm here being vulnerable. I'm gonna always be, as long as I'm making videos, I'm gonna always be real with you guys, and I'm gonna always be transparent. And as long as you guys are watching me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real. I don't like to put up a front for anybody. I'm gonna be myself regardless. And yeah, I just say all that to say that the Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, all these creepy guy thing, it's not just towards women. Men go through it as well. And whether you're a man or a woman, don't sell out. Don't sell out. It can be hard and it can be tempting or whatever. Just pray about it and say, you know what, I'm gonna be true to myself, and I'm going to. All right, sorry guys, the video got cut out because I'm running out of space on my phone. But I think where I was just talking about, just don't sell out. Just be true to you. Pray, keep the faith, and do things the right way. If you want to be in entertainment, whatever industry, because this happens in all industries, do things the right way so that you can sleep at night with peace. You don't have that guilt, and when you do make it, it's going to be that much more rewarding, and it's going to be that much more real. And yeah, just so that's basically the gist of this video. That's what I wanted to talk about and bring to you guys. Again, thank you guys so much for being here, for wanting content from me. I appreciate it, and thank you for keeping up with me. The fact that people even care, it means a lot to me. Hit me up on Instagram. I love hearing from you guys. I love interacting with you guys. Let me know what type of content you want to see. Do you want to see more, story times, or do you want to see more advice videos? Whatever you want, I'm here to deliver to you guys. And yeah, so peace, love, and blessings.